It's lovely to see you, and
So
congratulations.
nice. Yeah, well done.
So this is the
Amazing.
Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Challenge, the world's #1 ocean endurance race, 3,000 nautical miles from the coast of North Africa across to English Harbour in Antigua. More people have climbed Everest or been in space than have successfully rowed the Atlantic. What were you thinking?
Crazy,
And
lazy.
you were strangers initially, weren't you?
Yeah,
that's right, yeah.
We
How
didn't
did you
know
how
each
did you
other.
all get together?
Elaine and I met up at Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Campaign's seminar up in Harrogate, where they invited people who were interested in doing the challenge to come and see what it was all about. We met there. We were both looking for a team of 4 ladies.
Okay.
So we met there and decided to pair up.
And what about Sharon? Where did you come
And
from?
I was just, going about, going to the gym, and this crazy lady came up to me, had been seeing me, my heart rate on the monitor, and tried to find me, and came up to me and said, I've been watching you. I'm going to row the Atlantic next year. Do you want to join me? And my jaw just dropped.
So you walking around, you were a heart stalker.
I was prospecting everyone. Yeah, I was.
What sort of training do you have to do for something like that?
Well, there's all sorts, apart from the physical and the mental training, we had to actually learn all about navigation, because you can't just get in a boat and get out the other end.
No.
So we had to learn about that, how to use a VHF radio, how to do sea survival, how to do first aid at sea.
Yeah,
so there was all of that
lot.
as well.
How to
and
raise
these
the money.
2 girls had to learn how to row.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Well, it's essential, really, for a
That
rowing
really is.
challenge. isn't it?
Absolutely, and raising money was a big important thing.
The it's about £150,000 you had to.
We've dipped in our own pocket for a lot of that.
A
That's all
lot
my
of
pension.
that. Yes.
And a lot of that money goes towards getting the boat.
It
and
does, yeah.
Poppy is
Yes.
your boat.
What were the challenges? When you're doing something like that for that amount of time? Biggest challenges.
Salt sauce for me.
Well, it was for you, wasn't it?
I had lots of salt sauce.
And the sleep
Sleep deprivation and eating.
It
It was a real struggle.
Lack of interaction with people was quite interesting. I really miss being with other people.
Yeah.
And you had to air your bottoms.
Yes.
We did, otherwise they just
Why'd you
got
have
really
to air your
sore. Well, the sea salt kind of grates like a cheese grater on your bottom when you're rowing on the rowing seat. So you have to wash that off really quickly after you've finished your rowing shift. Otherwise the sores just get worse and worse. So then you've got to dry it. And
There's only
to be
one
honest,
way,
our
bottoms up.
towels are just damp all the time. So we just air it in the air and it's great.
And the last 24 hours were the toughest.
Yes.
And you capsized. I mean, the boats are built to capsize. That's what they capsize and they right themselves. So-
It was the most frightening 24 hours of our lives.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it.
Massive waves.
The waves were 30, 40 feet high.
Vertical,
they
weren't
almost vertical. And the one that first capsized, as Sharon and I were on the oars, we knew before the wave had even hit us because it was the biggest wave we'd ever seen. It was cresting and it actually started to break. As we rose up on the wave, it broke over the top of the boat. So we had all this foam and surf coming into the boat, filling the boat up really, really quickly, and the boat just flipped over. We then were thrown, literally catapulted out of the boat, both of us, but we were tethered on with our harnesses,
Which is
saved
essential
our
regulation.
lives.
Yeah.
If we hadn't have had those, we would have been washed away and gone. So that was the first capsize, and then half an hour later, after we were recovering from that, a huge wave hit us again, and it was a repeat of the first time.
Wow.
If that had happened earlier on, so day 4, 10, 12, how would you have mentally been affected by that?
I think we would have been really terrified. And we were really terrified anyway after the incident. So, yes, we've talked about this quite a bit. I mean, we don't know whether we would have continued, because I know I certainly felt I didn't want to go back out and row again after it. But I knew we had to, because the only other alternative was to possibly be airlifted off, but that would have put other people at risk. So we just needed to get on with it and get to Antigua.